Hello and welcome to Nirmal, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Hiral Dadia. We have with us Riya Singh, technical analyst, currencies joining in. Riya, welcome to the show. Riya, my first question coming to you is clearly, if you see in terms of where the Indian rupee is concerned, it has gained after being on the losing streak from the past four sessions. What's the sense that you pick up, taking into consideration the outlook that we have in terms of inflation, the outlook that we have in terms of the growth, and the kind of stance that the RBI has been taken so far, and simultaneously the rupee, the dollar impact as well.
Yes, so if you look at the rupees momentum, it has been quite on the depreciative side from the past 4 days. So I think the prime reason for the rupee strength is the all-time high that we are seeing in the equities. So there is the domestic equities and the capital market is performing quite well, and I think the inflows that are coming from the FIIs, as well as the expectation of big inflows for the upcoming IPOs. So the whole perspective with that is quite positive. So this is sending across positive sentiment not only in the domestic capital market but into the rupee strength as well. Apart from that, I think the RBI has also stepped in to get some of the depreciation in control, and we have seen the same from back-to-back sessions. So I think in the opening itself, we are seeing quite a resistance on the opening of the Indian rupee. So I think there is RBI at play as well. How far it will go, I think if you look at the consumer prices and the inflations, as you said, it has uh, it did rise to 4.35% in September, and compared to the 5.3% that we have seen in the August. So of course the inflation is quite a concern in the Indian economy, because not only the basic domestic prices are on the rise, but as well as there is a lot of imported inflation that is coming from the crude oil prices, and possibly the energy crisis could touch the Indian economy, as well as the news of coal shortages are coming in. So I think as far as inflation is if you predict the inflation, it might get slow down a bit into the current month, but I think then again the number in the November inflation will start rising, because there will be a lot of effect from the crude oil prices, and the supply if the supply crunch still continues, that will have a very base effect on the already restricted growth that we are seeing into the Indian economy. And the greenback uh, perspective remains on the stronger side, taking into concern that there is still a risk of sentiment, that the risk on sentiment that is there in the current global scenario. So I think greenback will be on the stronger side, and Indian rupee could curb some of the depreciation if the RBI continues to step in. So most probably 75.60, 75.80 is the maximum depreciative level that one can see. So if 76 will be the the worst case scenario, I don't think so it will reach that, because then it will affect the other components of the Indian economy, and it can have an effect on the whole clockwork that goes into the recovery of the already depressed growth that we are seeing. So I think RBI will definitely continue to step in, and the maximum depreciation that we can see is 75 to 80, 75.80 to 75.60. Otherwise, I think it's time that the rupee momentum comes back to the 75 to 74.80 levels.
Right, so that's with regards to where the Indian rupee is concerned. Now, simultaneously, if you see in terms of the pound, that's something which is facing a resistance.
Yeah.
What do you make of it? Do you think this resistance is something that is anticipated?
The major resistance that we are seeing into the pound is because if you look at the current UK economy numbers, it has given quite a sluggish recovery of 0.4%. So if the UK economy wants to grow and meet the expectations of BOE, it has to reach or at least grow by 2% in the upcoming quarter. So this has majorly, the major reason for this sluggish pace is can be put on the supply crunch. And I think even if you look at the various concerns with respect to, um, the rising cost, and there could be a further disruptions that can happen with a potential winter wave of COVID cases. So these are few factors that is threatening the already fragile economic recovery that we have seen into the UK altogether. And also, then if the recovery does happen and the the demand did rein in and meet and reach the pre-pandemic levels, then again the concern of the supply crunch comes in, because obviously a lot of output has been affected all around the globe because of this the disruption into the crude oil crisis that we are seeing, the whole energy crisis. So, and apart from that, if you look at the other perspective of the UK, so this is one of the reasons that the UK is tackling the economic growth, and the other is even if you look at the the performance of the UK altogether, the import and exports have fallen quite a bit, and the gap is being narrowest since Brexit. So even the red tape of the Brexit is putting a block on the import and export of the UK economy. And then there is political concern with the Northern Ireland as well. So there is a lot of going on in the UK economy, and there is no proper line of forecast that could be put on the where the UK economy will head. So there's a lot of uncertainty that is there in the UK economy altogether. I think the intraday positivity that has come into the pound against the dollar is a lot of good expectations from the UK's budget, which is going to be on 27th October. So possibly on that, there is expectation that some of the support could be revealed in order to boost the economic growth. So this is something that is working in the intraday sessions, but I think it will still be very restricted one.
Right. So, with all of this, what are the kind of strategies that you would recommend?
The strategies that one can go for is go long into the pound INR above the level of 103 point, at 103.29, 103.25. Keep a very strict SL at 103.10. You can go for a target of 103.47, 103.55. You can also go long into the Euro INR at 87.43, 87.39. Keep a strict SL at 87.20. Aim for a target of 87.60, 87.83. Go long into the JPY INR above the level of 66.51. Keep a strict SL at 66.30. The target will be at 66.65, 66.73. I think that could be a curb in the depreciative level of the USD INR. So you can go short into the USD INR at 75.34, 75.31. Keep a very strict SL at 75.48 for a target of 75.12 and 75.
Right. So these are strategies that one should be following as well. Thank you, Riya, so much for joining us. Thank you, participants, as well, for being a part of the show.
Thank you, Hiral.